Introducing first, from Tyler, Texas, with 318 pounds, the Grizzled Alpha, Richard Hogg. Introducing his opponent from the streets of Hollywood, weighing in 300 pounds, he's the one they call Dr. Phil Goode.
Woo, baby, who's ready to feel good? I'm gonna prove myself to you tonight. I'm gonna beat that cowboy in the middle of the ring. Right there. You're welcome to the class. It's good Irish whiskey tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen at home, my name is Dylan Cassiano here with Chris Kloss for MPW Live on Friday night. This is Turmoil, and we have, starting us off, Richard Hogg with Dr. Phil Goode.
Unbelievable, Dylan, and a pleasure to be here at MPW Millennium Pro Wrestling. A big lineage here with MPW, goes way, way back, and I am proud to be a part of tonight's big show, MPW's Turmoil, and what an opening contest we have here, Behemoth versus Behemoth.
Absolutely, Chris. We are happy to have you, and something to note, Dr. Phil Goode brought out Bulletproof before this match. He's been trying to court Bulletproof, so to speak, for weeks now. They had a tag team match last week in a losing effort because Bulletproof left Phil out to dry.
Well, Phil right now has got his work cut out for him. Big man once again versus big man. Look at this, like two freight trains going at it right here.
Absolutely. Two immovable objects lock up, and they're just wrestling around the ring right now. Who do you think is going to get the upper hand here?
Oh, man. I mean, this is like you go to, like my bookie would say, this is a pick 'em right here. You can pick black, you can pick red on the old roulette table. Who knows what's going to come up?
Absolutely. You better get your bets in because we're about to get started. Phil kind of signaling to us for something big.
Absolutely right.
Both the same size, it looks about.
Whoa, off the ropes, and nobody moves.
Looks like it's Phil's turn now. Let's see if he can do any better.
A little tit for tat. Nobody moves again.
Hogg standing strong. Hogg off the ropes. Oh, big boot to the face. Oh,
another shot right there.
Absolutely. Hogg gets the better of this exchange. Big chop in the corner.
Right on the near side of the ring, and reeling now. Dr. Phil Goode, another chop from the big man. Well, I guess, again, they're both big men from pillar to post. Irish whip coming up, and it's a reversal. In for the right. Oh, nice back elbow. Counter there from Hogg. Off the second rope. High cross body. Referee down 1, 2, and only 2.
Only a 2 count. Bulletproof almost looks like he's enjoying Phil getting thrown around a bit here.
Absolutely not. What an opening bout this is here. MPW Turmoil.
Big headbutt from Phil. He picks up Haas. That's a big boy for Phil to be lifting. Huge slam.
When is the last time you've seen Hogg manhandled like that?
I can say never, but it did take a bit out of Phil as Phil dropped to the ground, only getting a 2 count there.
Yeah, still not enough. Near fall right there. Referee down. I mean, what a job he has. You can see the size difference. His referee, not a small guy, but next to these guys, he is puny.
Absolutely. And Phil taking control of this match now. Those long nails scratching across the back of Hogg.
Referee right there trying to check on the action. Uh-oh, look at this. Referee again warning Dr. Phil Goode, taking any advantage he possibly can.
Yeah, Victor Fuentes has to keep control of this match, but it's kind of hard, like you said, when you have 2 behemoths in the ring like this. Oh my God, a big elbow drop off the ropes from Dr. Phil.
Springboarded off that bottom rope. Very innovative indeed. Landing that elbow and out of the ring, trying to regroup, it looks like. The big man, Richard Hogg.
I don't even think I've seen Phil ever pull off a move like that. He's pulling off all the stops right now for Hogg.
Big elbow once again.
It's not often that you see Phil evenly matched like this in terms of size.
And you could say the same for Hogg, Dylan.
Absolutely, huge chop. And a headbutt. Phil answering back every now and then. Haas off the ropes. Oh! Spine buster by Phil.
The force, the impact coming down with that spine buster. That could do it right here. Trying desperately to roll over.
Good
1,
doctor with the
2,
pin.
only 2.
Only a 2 count for Dr. Phil Goode.
What more does Dr. Phil Goode have to do to put the big man away?
Signal into Bulletproof. Bulletproof doesn't seem very impressed.
You look at the fundamentals right in the center of the ring, away from the ropes. Referee right there checking on Richard Hogg.
Absolutely big crossface applied here. Haas has to get to the ropes at this point. I don't know if he can spin out. Oh, there's the pin. Proving me wrong.
1, 2, only a 2 count.
Kick out and Phil's forced to release in order to keep going on this match.
Clothesline, duck underneath, off the ropes. Oh my
Huge
goodness.
sidewalk slam.
Beautiful counter right there from Richard Hogg. Shifting the momentum once again.
Both men are down. This is going to be the breather that Haas needed. First man up to their feet will gain the upper hand.
First monster up to their feet.
Absolutely.
These guys.
It's a long way up for both men. The Hogg already up to his knees. Phil's up first. Haas blocks and returns with a punch. Phil with a punch of his own. Ooh, and that big chop from Haas.
Oh, look at this. Taking the strap down now.
Phil's ready. But Haas equally as ready. A chop thundering throughout the arena here. Haas doesn't look too happy with that. Ooh, big headbutt.
What can either one of these men do to put the other away is the question. Oh my gosh, a series of chops now. Oh, big forearm shot to the side of the head.
Haas with a flurry, building momentum here. Phil has to come up with something. He reverses the Irish whip.
Chest first. What is this? Belly to back? Oh my goodness!
Big back suplex.
How in the world can you get that mass up in the air like that? But Dr. Phil Goode executed it nicely, and now he's trying to drag the big man, Richard Haas. What is
going
this?
to the top rope here.
Dylan Cassiano!
Oh!
Referee dash! Another kick out, another near fall!
It's going to be hard to put away Haas, and you saw after that belly-to-back suplex, the 10-year veteranship of Hogg, him rolling to the outside of the ring.
Absolutely right, the seasoned veteran, the experience coming into play right here. For the big man, Richard Hogg, looks like a neck breaker coming up.
Yeah, Phil going for that rude awakening.
Wasting too much time.
Yeah,
Did you
Haas
see that?
Oh, the Texas Flood! Haas calls that the Texas Flood, and that's
it, it's over!
Absolutely. Richard Hogg coming out with a win.
Here's your winner, Richard Hogg.
Now I got to tell you, Dylan Cassiano, a big win for Hogg. But I have to tell you that Dr. Feelgood set up his own demise. He gloated. He took a little bit of too much time. And you know what? That could have cost him the win. Nonetheless, your winner in our opening bout for MPW Turmoil, Richard Hogg. What a battle that was.
You're 100% right, Chris. And you got to wonder, this might not do much for Phil's chances to be Bulletproof's tag team partner.
Oh. What a big win.
Big win for Haas, absolutely, but it might be an even bigger loss for Phil.
Absolutely right, and Bulletproof not looking too impressed whatsoever.
No, in fact, for the second week in a row, Bulletproof walking away from Dr. Feelgood.
I mean, can you blame him?
Not at all.
After that showboating, after the cocky attitude right there. I mean, once again, Dylan Cassiano, a big match, and Dr. Feelgood could conceivably have had that match won. Unbelievable.
He absolutely had it won.
Representing Santino Brothers, with a combined weight of 360 pounds, accompanied to the ring by Helen Rosecroft, Richie Coy, and Kenneth Bennett. Introducing their opponents from Chatsworth, California. The combined weight of 300 pounds, Dustin Daniels and Lucia
Back here with tag team action, MPW Turmoil. Chris Kloss sitting next to Dylan Cassiano. What a big match this is. This is a tournament tag team match. It's going to be the anti-saviors. You see him right there. Kid Bandit, Richie Coy against one of the up-and-coming, very exciting tag teams on the scene today. Full Send, talking about Dustin Daniels, talking about Busio. The winner of this match goes on to the finals.
Chris, you say up and coming with Full Send. Full Send probably has the most momentum going into this tag team tournament. Absolutely.
Absolutely. I mean, talk about excitement. Talk about athleticism. Talk about, I mean, the fans out here. When these guys come out to the ring, it explodes here in Chatsworth.
It's electric. You can feel it all around. But on the other side of the ring, the Anti-Saviors taking their eyes off of Ray Rosas this week to join this tag team tournament. They've been absolutely enamored with the Santino Brothers champion that they feel has disrespected their school's championship.
Disrespected the championship, that's right. Starting things off right here, Dustin Daniels and Richie Coy. The first match of the tag team title tournament, MPW.
Richie Coy going into this match with a win over Ray Rosas 2 weeks ago, the last time he was in action here at MPW. Dustin Daniels and Busio coming out with a win last week over Dr. Feelgood and Bulletproof. Both teams have got to be absolutely jazzed up to be a part of this tournament.
Well, once again, like our first match, I mean, you can call it a pick 'em right here. Both these teams with a lot of momentum going into the tag team title tournament.
Yeah, and just a refresher, MPW has not had tag team champions in months. The tag team titles were vacated when Barbie Boi and Cody Prince could not get along and decided to switch into the national championship. But now, MPW office has decided this tournament decides the next tag team champions.
Absolutely right. And now it's Dustin Daniels. Look at the fundamentals. Look at the skill right there with that wrist lock. Again, right in the center of the ring, away from the ropes.
Richie Coy with some nice athleticism.
What a counter that was right there. Referee down, lateral press, only 2.
Oh, Dustin with his own pin. Only a 2 count there as well.
Look at the speed of all these guys. Go behind, backslide into a pin again. 1, 2, only 2 again. Wow, what action. Wrong side of town right there, Richie Coy. Watch out behind you.
Both men taking a breather, and just the same as our first match, there is a match in size here from both teams and athleticism on the terms of Full Send and the Anti-Saviors. Both teams kind of equally matched here, Chris.
Absolutely right.
Oh,
kudos to the booking committee.
Yeah. Richie Coy giving a shot to Busio. Dustin now unloading on Richie Coy.
Irish whip coming up. Nope. Putting on the brakes right there. Oh, hard into the near side right there as Richie. Look at the double team. Come on, referee. These guys are going to do whatever they take to advance in the tournament.
Yeah, and we've seen it weeks and weeks on, and the Anti-Saviors will do anything they can to come out with the win, even with a no contest at this point, as we saw last week.
Wow, Dustin Daniels, so impressive right here. Look at that drop kick.
Huge drop kick.
Another near fall.
Only a 2 count, but this early in the match, getting 2 counts is important. It only takes 1 second to win.
Absolutely right. Again, Dylan Cassiano, the winner of this match. What was that? Sounded like one of my screams.
Great tag team offense from Full Send. The boy Richie Coy not too impressed though.
No. Oh, quick tag to Kid Bandit finally coming in the ring. The fresh man of the matchup right here. Oh, big kick to the midsection out the rope from Busio. From pillar to post to the far side. Look at this monkey flip coming up. Yes. Oh my
Huge
goodness.
Monkey flip. Busio able to stay on top and advantage even with a fresh man in for the Anti-Saviors. Big head scissors. Oh, Kid Bandit landing on his feet though, riding the momentum through the head scissors.
Look out!
Drop kick from Busio.
Busio, Dustin Daniels looking for the tag team gold here. Oh my goodness,
Busio
up and over.
flying. The Anti-Saviors are trying to take a second to recuperate. Busio not giving him any time to breathe.
And listen to the fans. You could be looking at the next MPW Tag Team Champions. Tag into Daniels now.
The synergy on Full Send, we talked about it last week, absolutely on point. And
Look
they're
at
going
this
for that
double
full
team.
throttle. Oh! That full throttle neck breaker splash is what they were looking for, but Kid Bandit making sure he wasn't having any part of it.
Absolutely not. Look at these knees now. The martial arts skills coming into play right now. Oh, nice double team. Tag in now. Richie Coy coming in the ring.
Richie Coy in a much more advantageable position than he was when he exited the ring last time.
Absolutely right. Oh, look at, talk about innovation.
Oh, nice 619 to the back.
Absolutely right.
And a flatliner. Dustin Daniels might be in trouble here. There's
Lateral.
the pin.
Another near fall. What
Only a
action?
2 count.
What action, Dylan Cassiano?
Chris, what do you think the Anti-Saviors have to do to stop the momentum of Full Send?
I mean, honestly, I don't think they can quite, they are agile, but I don't think they can quite match the speed. Almost so, but I think barely got to use a little bit of strength, a little bit of power to keep these guys isolated.
Absolutely. And Full Send, maybe the veterans in this match, but the Anti-Saviors have been training together for many years at Santino Brothers Pro Wrestling.
Oh, a lot of credentials, of course, coming out of the Santino Brothers. Oh, look at this roll-up, countered by Daniels.
Quick pin, Dustin Daniels not able to take advantage off of it.
Oh, nice snapmare off the rope. Oh my goodness!
Huge boot, taking the head off of Dustin Daniels.
That low boot right off the ropes. This could be it. Cradle pin. Daniels kicks out. How bad does this young kid want it? How bad does Busio want it? The tag team titles advancing in the tournament. Who will advance?
Full Send, a ton of heart. We've seen it on display every single week here, but the Anti-Saviors came in with something different. They came in with the hatred in their heart just driving them. They despise Millennium Pro Wrestling.
I don't know how Daniels kicked out of that. That huge shot by Richie Coy coming out of the far side, and this match continues.
Richie Coy throwing boots left and right, and he kind of has Dustin Daniels' number in this match so far.
Oh, come on! What was that? Busio standing out.
Knocking Busio off the apron. He's not even a legal man, and now they take advantage of Dustin Daniels in their corner.
No remorse whatsoever. No empathy at all. And don't forget about Herman Rosecrown. Oh, look at this, Rosecrown
getting in the ring.
The hell is going on?
Victor Fuentes not seeing it behind his back. And there it is. We haven't talked about Herman Rosecrown at all in this match, but we can't forget the third member of the Anti-Saviors.
Look at Rosecrown. Give me a break. Bouncing around. So proud of himself.
Yeah, the Anti-Saviors feel on top of the world right now. This is exactly where they want Full Send.
This is exactly where they want to be. This is exactly where they could conceivably advance in the tournament.
Yeah. Winner of this match takes on the winner of the main event tonight, the Enterprise versus the Brothers Divine, for the tag team titles at our anniversary show in 2 weeks on September 10th.
Unbelievable. I can't wait for that, as the fans can't wait either. And what a main event that's going to be later tonight.
Absolutely. Dustin trying to start some momentum here, getting out of the suplex, but he's right back down in another corner.
How much punishment can Full Send take? So many double teams. And look at Bandit. Come on. Referee, turn around. Turn around.
But Busio in. Busio chasing off Kid Bandit.
Doing himself, though, a disservice right there. Confusing, distracting the referee. What is Bandit doing?
Just taunting. Dustin Daniels not taking Bandit with a shot. The Anti-Saviors have been so good at ring awareness in this match, keeping Dustin Daniels away from his tag team partner.
Absolutely right. If you want to talk, just like you said, Dylan Cassiano, if you want to talk about fundamental tag team wrestling, the Anti-Saviors are defining it right now.
Absolutely, in their rookie year, but showing wisdom beyond their years at this point, just taking advantage of the 5 count, being in the ring at the same time.
Look at that double
big
team.
Body splash right there. Kid Bandit hammering away on Dustin Daniels.
Oh yeah, shots to the head right there. I mean, they're just having their way with this poor kid, trying to make a name for himself, trying to advance in this tournament, trying to become a star, a tag team champion here in Millennium Pro Wrestling.
And as much as Full Send want to be the champions, I don't quite know if the Anti-Saviors do. Like I said before, they despise Millennium Pro Wrestling. Right now, they're just trying to put the hurt on Dustin Daniels.
Absolutely right. And Daniels, how in the hell is this young kid fighting back? Dylan Cassiano.
Insane heart and an enziguri from Dustin Daniels. Kid Bandit is down. Dustin Daniels has to make the tag to Busio.
How bad does Busio want into the ring? Oh, come on!
Richie Coy.
Give me a break!
Cutting off the tag. Dustin Daniels got no one to tag in the corner now. Huge clothesline to Richie Coy.
Where the hell did that come from? Daniels, this surge of energy. Oh, right to the eyes.
Daniels in the ring alone now with Kid Bandit. Like I said, Busio on the floor. No one to tag. Flags out. Kid Bandit. Oh, and a shot. He's down on the floor. Dustin Daniels looking at the corner. Busio's still down. No one to tag. Dustin Daniels might fly.
Oh, no!
Hellman Rosecrown coming into play again.
Luckily, Daniels landing on his feet, but wait a minute. Bandit with the moonsault, and he misses. Oh, what a
huge knee to the face.
Shining Wizard right there. Oh, Bandit.
Bandit looking to fly.
What is this? Tope! Oh,
Huge
into a tornado DDT, exactly. I've never seen that before.
Amazing. And Bandit not giving Dustin Daniels any time to breathe on the outside.
Absolutely not. What a move, Dylan Cassiano. Did you see that? Tope into a tornado DDT on the floor.
It was insane. Now only a 2 count from Dustin Daniels. The absolute heart that Dustin Daniels is showing. Busio's finally back on the corner. Dustin has to make a tag.
One of the best matches I've seen this year, and we're not even done yet, and this is only the first match of the tag team title tournament.
Absolutely. We got more tonight. Daniels taking punishment. Oh, and a slap from Kid Bandit.
What is this?
A huge powerbomb by Dustin Daniels.
Sit down powerbomb, and again, I don't know where the hell he's finding the strength from. Daniels has got to get to his corner. He has got to get to Busio if this team wants any chance in advancing in the tournament, in my opinion, right now.
Daniels might be out of it. He did not have the wherewithal to pin off the sit-out powerbomb, but he does have the wherewithal to tag his partner, Busio.
But here comes Richie.
Busio flying off the ropes. Huge clothesline from Busio. Now, he's been itching to get in the ring this whole time. He's taking it to Richie Coy.
Off the ropes now, reversal. Oh, look at that. Spinning elbow. Off the ropes with the momentum. And Busio, does he want it? Yes, he does.
Huge stunner.
Richie Coy goes flying. Here's the pin. 1, 2. Oh, was that close?
Barely saved by Kid Bandit. I don't know if Richie Coy was going to make it out without Kid Bandit.
I think that would have been it for sure. I think we would have had a team advancing in the tournament in the form of Full Send. Had Kid Bandit not come in for the save. And this match once again continues. Oh, the spinning kick. Nice duck. Another stunner.
He went for that spin kick. He calls the Ban Kai. Busio able to duck out of the way with a stunner. And now, all alone in the ring with Kid Bandit. Busio going to the top. He could be going for that High Stars Frog Splash.
If he nails this could be over, Dylan Cassiano. Wait a minute. The hell is Rose Crown doing up there?
Rose Crown on the apron.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's Johnny Robbie.
Johnny Robbie, exactly right.
Ray Rosas' student, Johnny Robbie. They've been fighting with the Anti-Saviors for weeks, and Johnny Robbie taking it to Hellman Rose Crown.
Beautiful European uppercut. And don't forget now, on the top rope. Wait a minute, what is this?
Richie Coy, oh, big super kick, intercepted by Dustin Daniels.
Oh, and then in the ring right now, Bandit catching Busio on that top rope.
Both men in a precarious position now. I don't know if Busio can get out of this, but if he can't, that spells the end for Full Send in this tag team tournament.
Both men jockeying for positions, but Busio gets the upper hand. Wait a minute, Daniels from behind, spinning back kick.
There it is. We saw this earlier.
What is it? Oh!
The full throttle from Full Send.
Referee down 1, 2, and that's it. Full Send advancing in the tournament.
Full Send with a huge win in this match, aided by Johnny Robbie.
Dustin Daniels and Busio Full Send.
And you know what? I got to tell you, it was an evenly matched match once Johnny Robbie came out and assisted Full Send because it was 3-on-2.
That was the equalizer here. Anti-Saviors at Hellman Rose Crown, but it meant nothing as soon as Johnny Robbie hit the ring.
What a battle that was. And as you heard the ring announcer right there, advancing in the tournament to crown the MPW Tag Team Champions. And I cannot wait for the main event, the Enterprise taking on the Brothers Divine. The winner of that match, once again, will take on Full Send to crown the MPW Tag Team titles. What action, what excitement going on right now in Millennium Pro Wrestling.
Absolutely, Chris Voss. And that all happens 2 weeks away at our anniversary show on September 10th, right here at Millennium Pro Wrestling on Friday nights.
Hey, Busio.
We got it done.
We did it.
Just like we told you. Send him back home.
Hey.
No gardens.
Richie Coy, Kid Bandit. You guys put up more of a fight than I honestly thought you guys would. But hey, at the end of the day, September 10th, you and I, full send. We secured our spot in that final match. Right here. That's right. So whether it's the Enterprise or the Brothers Divine, we'll be there September 10th. And we're gonna be the new MPW Tag Team Champions. One more time, it's tagging. We're in tag team, baby. We tag, that's what we do. Alright, now we gotta get ready. Lots of training to do, lots of preparing.
Let's go
We'll be
start the
there.
match.
September 10th. Yeah, let's go. Good idea. Let's watch right now.
From Shadow Moses, weighing 180 grades of gunpowder, Bulletproof.
You gotta learn today, kid. Right. You gotta learn today who Bulletproof is.
You ain't the only one. You ain't the only one. I know him.
Introducing his opponent. From Malibu, California, Creative Plastic, and that's fantastic Barbie Boi.
Let's go party.
Huge implications for the anniversary show. Here in our third matchup, Chris Kloss, we've got fan favorite and #1 contender Barbie Boi taking on MPW veteran Bulletproof.
What a contrast of styles between these two. Nonetheless, let's talk a little bit about that. Dylan Cassiano, it was at the California Classic. The winner of that was none other than Barbie Boi, of course, getting his #1 contention spot for the MPW title. Well-deserved, very well-deserved.
I completely agree, earning the right to challenge Diego Valens in 2 weeks at the MPW anniversary show. And when you talk about contrast of styles, I don't know if you can get more of a contrast here than the flamboyant Barbie Boi versus the serious demeanor in Bulletproof.
In the trenches, if you will. Look at this collar and elbow tie-up right now. Barbie Boi getting the advantage right now. Oh, Barbie Boi showing that he's the more macho man, perhaps.
Barbie showing off his guns. We don't see that quite a lot in Barbie's matches. A newfound confidence after winning the California Classic as well.
I think he's taunting Bulletproof a little bit right there. Maybe mocking him, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe a little too much as Bulletproof takes advantage.
Yeah, taking exception to that right there from Barbie Boi.
And something interesting to note, you saw Bulletproof at ringside for Dr. Feelgood earlier in the night, but Feelgood is not at ringside for Bulletproof.
Conspicuous by his absence, indeed, Dylan Cassiano, because you know what? When Bulletproof left, he was not impressed whatsoever with the actions, the antics of Dr. Feelgood in our opening match earlier tonight.
No, not at all, but either way, you have to wonder if Barbie is keeping an eye out for Phil. He might be stalking backstage.
Very good point right there. Eyes have got to be in the back of your head as far as Barbie Boi's concerned. Oh, look at that. What do you call that, Dylan Cassiano?
That's a nice hip attack from Barbie Boi right there. Reversing Bulletproof right back in. Maybe go for another one. Oh, Bulletproof scouted it out pretty good this time.
Oh, right to the top of the head. Smart move on the part of Barbie Boi. Going upstairs now to the second row. Barbie Boi! Oh, missed with the high cross body.
That's not often that you see Barbie Boi go to the second rope, and that's probably a good reason why.
Now Bulletproof taking full advantage, just like in the trenches, just like in battle, when your opponent, when the opposition makes a mistake, you go in for the attack, and Bulletproof is doing that right now.
Yeah, Bulletproof showing no mercy, giving Barbie Boi no chances to breathe. In fact, giving him shots to the stomach there.
Nothing is fair in love and war as far as Bulletproof is concerned. Ooh. Look at this. And look at that. Speaking of fair, he doesn't care about the referee either.
Ooh, big shots from Barbie now, returning the favor right at Bulletproof.
Back and forth, these two guys are going right now. Winded, both of them.
Ooh, big shot from Barbie Boi.
But now Bulletproof with the upper hand once again. Shots to the back now. Barbie Boi trying to regroup.
As you said, both men winded right now. And we don't mention this a lot, but this building can get very hot, Chris Kloss.
Oh, very hot. Hey, it's still August. We're in the San Fernando Valley. We're in Chatsworth. And what better place is there to be on a Friday night than MPW, because the action is hot and heavy as well.
Absolutely, and both these men feeling it. Bulletproof unrelenting to Barbie Boi's midsection right now.
Once again, both these guys taking no prisoners or prisoner of war. Oh, look at
big
that
drop kick from Bulletproof.
And that came out of nowhere. I thought he was down and out. 1, 2, referee. Oh no, only 2.
Stopping Barbie Boi's momentum completely. What's Barbie going to have to do to get back in this match?
Right now, Barbie has got to, look at Bulletproof, a massive individual, but I think Barbie has a little bit of size advantage over Bulletproof. But you know what? Barbie Boi, hey, he's flamboyant. He likes to play to the crowd. I think he could play some mind games with Bulletproof if he gets the chance to. And maybe this could be it right here.
Yeah, 100%. The fans completely behind Barbie, and he uses that in every single match he's in. He feeds off their energy.
Gutbuster right there from Bulletproof. Goes for the pin, hooks both legs, only 2. The fundamentals were right there. He hooked him in the center of the ring, but Barbie Boi still with some gas left in the tank.
The crowd chanting Barbie Boi's name. Bulletproof looking like it's getting into his head a little bit.
Oh, absolutely right. And you talked about it earlier, Dylan Cassiano, how the crowd solely behind Barbie Boi, especially once again after that big win at the California Classic right here in Chatsworth.
Oh, Bulletproof.
Look at the strength. Nope. Couldn't get him up. Oh!
Barbie Boi with a big elbow reversing it.
Nice counter right there. Duck underneath. Oh, big flying clothesline. Another one. Barbie Boi with the momentum now. Looks like a backslide coming up. No. Oh, he's got him.
No, he's going for that. Plastic is fantastic. There it is.
And this could do it.
Compressing Bulletproof spine right there. Barbie Boi with the pin.
Oh. We talked about the fundamentals earlier, Dylan Cassiano. He had him too close to the ropes right there, ultimately breaking the hold.
Yeah, and this is where Bulletproof's time in the ring comes into play. A lot more ring time under Bulletproof's belt than Barbie Boi. A lot more years in professional wrestling.
Absolutely right, and I don't think I've seen Barbie Boi this frustrated in quite some time.
Yeah, he came away with a loss last week, being pinned by Diego Valens, the very man he's facing at the anniversary show. Huge spear from Bulletproof. Hold on, we got this pin. Only a 2 count.
Referee a little slow there to get over. 2 count nonetheless.
Yeah, Bulletproof arguing with him. He thinks he was slow to the 2 count too, as well. But going back to what I was saying, Barbie Boy's confidence has to be shaking after getting pinned last week by Diego Valens.
And I think we see that a little bit. I think there's some indications of that in Barbie Boy this week. Dylan Cassiano right here at MPW's Turmoil.
Yeah, a little more frustration on the face, a little more frustration in the way he moves. Huge Ken killer from Barbie. He needed that to breathe a little bit.
What the hell is this? Brian Carter?
Brian Carter and champ Diego Valens coming out to distract Barbie Boy. Barbie Boy has the chance to win this championship in 2 weeks at the anniversary show.
The hell are they doing out here? You talking about the frustration of Barbie Boy before? How frustrated was he now?
Roll up for Bulletproof.
1, 2. Oh, come on!
Huge distraction by Brian Carter and Diego Valens.
What a ripoff!
And a big loss to Barbie Boy. We talk about that shaken confidence. I don't know how you get your confidence more shaken than that.
Bulletproof, the winner. Thanks to the assistance of Brian Carter and champion Diego Valens. 0-2 in the last couple of weeks for Barbie Boy. Like you said, Dylan Cassiano, the frustration, the confidence just shattered right now for Barbie Boy.
Yeah, that can't be good going into his big championship match at the anniversary show.
Timing could not be worse for Barbie Boy. I mean, he got robbed tonight at MPW's Turmoil.
Absolutely, and look at how smug champ Diego Valens looks. He knows he's going in against a wounded animal in 2 weeks.
This is sickening. What a disgusting display.
Brian Ford just mocking the #1 contender.
If there's anybody that can get the fans behind him and hopefully regroup, it'll be Barbie Boy. And it looks like he has the microphone. Listen to the fans.
Huge support of our #1 contender here.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Nothing to be sorry about whatsoever.
2 weeks in a row.
You're just stronger, bro.
I let them get in my head.
Not anymore.
Yeah. I worked really hard every week, and I won that California Classic.
Next world champ. Next world champ. Next world champ. Next world champ.
They got in my head these past 2 weeks, but I promise you, on September 10th, I'm not gonna disappoint anyone. That title is coming home to my dream house. And MPW is finally getting a champion they deserve, not Diego Valens. Barbie Boy is taking that title home September 10th.
We're behind you, boys.
I'll see you guys then.
of the big bad Watts. Because last week, I didn't see anyone else. No one from the back. No one in the crowd come out here to attack Eric Watts. That was me. That was the longest reigning MPW champion for 511 days, let me remind you. And when I came out here and I landed my fist on Eric Watts, oh, it felt good. And I just wanted to breathe in the moments. And Eric Watts has another chance to get his hands on me.
Hey, your leg is running!
So I'm issuing a challenge to Eric Watts right now. So Eric Watts, if you want it, you're invited to the ring right now. So do your job and ring the bell. Come on, let's get. Hey, just ring the bell. It's all right. I'll do 2 matches. But my first match will be against Eric Watts right now. And ring the bell. Come on. Go ring the bell. Come on, Eric Watts. Come on. Come out here. Oh. Okay. He's coming out.
Chris Kloss, I don't even think Eric Watts is here tonight.
Miggy Rose, nonetheless, relentless on issuing that challenge. He wants some more of Eric Watts. Of course, it was only last week that he brutally attacked the big man, Eric Watts.
Yeah, he wasn't too confident by the end of that attack as Eric Watts getting the better of that exchange.
And I think that is why we see the frustration and the need for retaliation on the part of Miggy Rose at this moment in time. Look at him, like, come on, this is not a match. He's counting as if this is a count out right now.
Miggy Rose pretending he's the referee. He's at a 9 count right now.
All right, as far as he's concerned, he just beat Eric Watts on the count out. He asked for the bell, but I don't believe this is going to be official from the MPW Championship Committee.
No, this is definitely not going in the record books, but Miggy Rose absolutely celebrating like it is.
I mean, come on. Is this guy full of himself?
Taking a victory lap around the ring is former MPW champion Miggy Rose.
What a display. I beat him. He just said to the fans ringside, I just defeated the big man Eric Watts all by myself. Come on.
Miggy Rose looks like he's forcing referee Victor Cuentes to raise his hand right now.
Give me a break.
Let's not forget, Miggy Rose does have an actual match here scheduled tonight.
Hey, wasting his time, a little bit of energy too. He's got a one-on-one match coming up right now. Arguing with the fans at ringside. Miggy is just out of control, totally full of himself. And he's got so much talent, so much skill, that this, I think, is his Achilles heel.
Absolutely. He's almost obsessed with getting his hands on Eric Watts.
From San Diego, California, weighing in at 222 terabytes, the Playmaker, J2 Mattioli.
Ladies and gentlemen, back here at ringside, finally the match is beginning. Miggy Rose actually has to wrestle somebody. It's going to be Jay Mattioli one-on-one. Miggy Rose back here ringside. Dylan Cassiano. My name is Chris Kloss, MPW Turmoil. Of course, we want to thank our sponsor, The Wrestling Chatter. Subscribe, youtube.com/The Wrestling Chatter. Right there on YouTube, all the great content. You can hear about all the great stuff going on in professional wrestling, including Millennium Pro Wrestling. Right now, I don't know, I know, Dylan, you're more a 90s dude. I'm more an 80s dude. You know, when I see J2 Mattioli, I think of either Tron, the big movie Tron, or the very short-lived Knight Rider wannabe Street Hawk. I don't think you remember that show.
I've never heard of Street Hawk, Chris, but
One season.
I can't say big Tron vibes from J2 for sure. But I think you forgot to mention the most important part of this match. This is a #1 contender match to face Cody Prince for the national title at the anniversary show.
Cody Prince, obviously, I mean, you can almost bet that he's looking very intently on one of the monitors in back, checking out the action, checking out his future opponent for that big match coming up.
Yeah, Cody Prince, been what some call a paper champion at this point. After winning the national championship against Barbie Boi, taking tons of weeks off. His PTO is off the charts here at MPW.
A lot of controversy right there, but right now, Mattioli and Rose not caring right now about that, but only each other. Like you said, a very, very important match. So many important matches tonight on this entire card. What a night of action this has been so far, and we haven't even got to our main event yet.
Yeah, we're on MPW's road to the anniversary show right now. In 2 weeks, it's September 10th, right here at the Millennium Pro Wrestling Arena in Chatsworth.
What a venue this is, the fans filing in. I mean, excitement every week right here. Friday nights, Chatsworth, Millennium Pro Wrestling. The excitement off the chain. And look at this, Miggy Rose kind of almost met his match right there.
Yeah, J2 has got the better of 2 exchanges so far, just purely based on his size against Miggy Rose.
But you know what, Miggy, a lot of guts in a small package. He doesn't back down from anybody, like we talked about earlier. Taken out, not having any fear for the big man Eric Watts last week right here.
Yeah, I think that might be Miggy's downfall, though. He's looking past J2 right now. He's squarely focused on Eric Watts.
A lot on the mind of Miggy Rose, and don't forget the winner of this match, right in line for that title shot. Oh, look at this, Miggy Rose. Oh, come on.
Miggy Rose saying he was going to give J2 a free shot, instead bailing out of the ring, spending some time with the crowd right now.
I don't know why he would want to spend time with this crowd. They don't like him at all.
It's definitely not Miggy's favorite place either, but he can catch a breather.
I think that is exactly what he's doing, Dylan Cassiano. I think he's doing just that. Psychological warfare, psychological mind games being played. And Miggy Rose, say what you want about him, he's a professor as far as that's concerned.
Absolutely. J2 electric in the ring. Miggy Rose knows not to let him build up that steam and get that momentum that he needs to start getting on top of this match.
Absolutely right. Now squaring off, both men right there. Look at the size difference. Of course, Miggy Rose needing to use the speed, the agility against the big man J2 Mattioli. And look at that right there. Oh, come on once again. The mind games. We talked about it before. The mind games, and that's what this is right here, psychological warfare.
Absolutely. Miggy Rose taking the ever-popular timeout in professional wrestling. Referee Victor Cuentes at a 4 count now. All right, Miggy's in. Now we might get to this wrestling match.
Finally! I should say hopefully. Oh, look at this now. Miggy Rose ahead of steam, and that was it. Trying to catch J2 off guard. Look at the size difference.
J2, ooh, slamming Miggy into the corner. J2 not being affected at all by that flurry of strikes from Miggy.
Oh, look! Oh my goodness! Crashing into the near side right here, right in front of us, ringside. Oh, but look at using the speed, the agility to get out of the way. We talked about it before. What is Miggy Rose doing with an armbar?
A professor, like you said, an absolute professor in the ring, using the leverage of the ropes to injure J2's shoulder.
And doing it within the 4 count, the break of the referee.
Oh, a huge slam to that shoulder on the mat. J2 is hurting now.
Lateral press, 1-2. Referee down, near fall, only 2.
Like we said before, this match for a #1 contender spot for the national championship against against Cody Prince.
Cody Prince, once again, we talked about it earlier, I'm sure looking on very intently to the monitors and back, because he's going to be going against one of these men for the title. And now Miggy Rose, relentless, going after the left arm of the big man, J2 Mattioli.
Dissecting that shoulder. And Miggy Rose, he mentioned it himself before, I'm going to mention it here, one of the longest reigning MPW champions.
Absolutely right, and I think right now Miggy Rose thinks that he should have the title. He should be the champion. This should be a no-brainer that he should even have to go through J2 Mattioli to get to the finals, to the national title.
Yeah, Miggy has his eyes on gold again for sure. He's obviously had a chip on his shoulder ever since he lost the MPW championship to Diego Valens, and he's out to prove himself again.
2 stiff forearm shots right there to the side of the head of J2 Mattioli. Head of steam right here. Oh no! Catching him off guard. Oh! Outside, Miggy landing on his feet, cat-like.
Miggy gets flagged out to the floor, but in the flurry, taking J2's shoulder on to the ropes.
Like we said before, we talked about it, both of us. A professor just going right after the injured J2 Mattioli, whether it's the shoulder side, and there it is, that left shoulder again, right to the ring post.
And this is what made Miggy one of the longest reigning MPW champions. He absolutely picks apart his opponents any way he can, sending J2 into the guardrail.
And that whole entire guardrail just shifted. Oh my goodness, going right after that shoulder again. Referee's got to get out there and take a look at J2, in my opinion, right now.
Unrelenting shots. You got to wonder if J2 can even continue this match.
Holding that left shoulder, going after perhaps the socket. 2, only 1. Look at that. He didn't even want the count. He wants to punish him even more.
No, pinning that left shoulder to the ground. So as soon as J2 kicks out, he can switch it over into this armbar.
Absolutely right. Going after that socket, that rotator cuff, perhaps. I mean, the pain, relentless.
J2's got to get some offense right here.
If you ever hurt your shoulder, if you ever just dislocated it, you times that by 10, you can hear the pain right now expressed by J2. But he knows, though, he knows how important this match is. Right in line for that national title. Ooh, drops the leg on that already injured shoulder.
Yeah, J2, no stranger to gold. He is the first Level Up Pro Wrestling School champion, one of B-Boy's early students at Level Up Pro Wrestling. He holds that title currently, so you got to imagine he's looking to add another one to his repertoire.
Absolutely right, again to that injured shoulder. And Miggy now, John, to the fans who are solely behind J2 Mattioli in this matchup.
Absolutely. Let's not forget, there are 3 people in this match. There is Miggy, there is J2, and there is the fans. Miggy feeds off of the hate of the fans, while J2, that's what he uses to get his electric offense off.
Yeah, right, the electricity right now kind of down, kind of on low right now because Miggy with the upper hand. But look at this, the stare down between, oh my goodness! Again, the psychological warfare, taunting him, challenging him, but he went right after that shoulder again.
Oh, huge shot from J2.
With that right arm, I don't know if he can move his left arm. J2 trying to dig down deep right now. Oh, big knee.
Huge knee in the corner. J2 getting the crowd behind him to build up some kind of momentum against Miggy Rose. Oh, another huge knee in the corner, straight to the jaw of Miggy Rose.
Miggy Rose being dragged out in the center of the ring, and now J2 trying
J2 with that playmaker knee right in the center of the ring. Will this be enough to put away Miggy Rose?
1, 2. Oh, was that close?
Only a 2 count.
But as you can see right there, Dylan Cassiano holding the left shoulder still. J2 Mattioli, but he knows how important it is. And both these guys showing just how bad they want this.
Absolutely. J2 may be holding his shoulder, but Miggy is holding his jaw.
Absolutely right. That was a big knee, big shot right to the jaw on the far side of the ring.
Oh, going for the playmaking lariat. He missed. Huge disaster kick from Miggy Rose.
Disaster kick, flying enzuigiri, springboard, call it what you want. Oh!
Huge knee. That might be Miggy's opportunity to win this match. And only a 2 count. Only a 2 count. J2 digging deep inside to kick out right there.
And you can see once again some of the fans out here complaining that the referees not doing a good job, but I can assure you some of the most highly trained officials in professional wrestling work right here at Millennium Pro Wrestling, but the action fast and furious, unbelievable.
Absolutely. Miggy's calling for another knee now. We'll see. J2 able to catch him out of the way. How many? 2 Thunder Bomb from J2. Pushing off Miggy Rose. I don't know if that was the smart move to do.
Off the ropes now. Irish whip coming up. Big power slam perhaps? No. Oh my goodness. Twisting. Finally.
A double rotation power slam. He calls that the PS2.
Hook of the leg. 1, 2. I don't think. No. Too close to the rope.
Miggy Rose, that smart veteran instinct, getting his foot on the ropes just in time to break the 3 count.
And obviously right there, a perfect example of who the veteran is in this match and who is more on the side of being the rookie in professional wrestling. But I think easily, had J2 used those fundamentals, he could have had the match won and advancing for that national title.
Yeah, Miggy going back after the arm, but I want to go back to J2 had the opportunity to pin Miggy Rose after that 2 Thunder Bomb and decided instead to continue his offense. Ooh, and Miggy dragging J2's shoulder into the corner.
That left shoulder, once again, we talked about it before, hammerlock there. Oh, backcracker!
Huge climax backstabber from Miggy Rose.
1,
that might be the end of
2,
this right here.
And then, oh,
J2
was that?
Barely kicking out.
What a match! What a battle! Once again, both these guys showing just how bad they want it.
What does Miggy Rose have to do to take down J2?
Miggy, the frustration. But now says it's all over. Look at him. Frustration right into what I call arrogance.
Yeah, Miggy might be signaling for the end of this right here.
In my opinion, taking way too much time. What is this now?
He wants to show off to the crowd. And more so than that, I think he wants to show off to Eric Watts watching at home.
Absolutely right. We've seen this before, Dylan Cassiano.
Miggy trying to get him up. J2 able to get out of it.
Back body drop, but Miggy landing on his feet, springboard. Oh my
Huge
goodness!
shot from J2.
Out of nowhere, desperation.
Putting a stop to all that momentum. Miggy Rose had in a huge forearm. J2's got to get the pin right here. He's able to get in and hook the leg. This might be it.
That's it. It's over.
Count. J2, huge win, becoming the #1 contender for Cody Prince's national championship.
What a battle!
Here's your winner, J2 Mattioli.
Would you call this, Dylan Cassiano? Would you call this? Would you consider it a little bit of an upset?
I would call it an upset if Miggy Rose, like we said before, wasn't absolutely looking past this match to Eric Watts.
I think I have to agree with you. What a battle that was for the #1 contention spot. Wait a minute!
Our national champion, Cody Prince, like I said before, weeks and weeks of vacation, showing up to the MPW arena for the first time.
Well, like we said, I mean, big surprise. Obviously, he was watching on the monitors in the back intently. And look at this stare down.
Whoa. That's what it's all about. That's what it comes down to. In 2 weeks at the MPW anniversary show, it will now be Cody Prince versus J2 for the national title.
I cannot wait for that battle. And look at this, neither man showing any fear whatsoever.
You gotta wonder, how will J2's shoulder be healed by the time that match rolls around?
Very good point, Dylan Cassiano. Only time will tell. What a battle that was, and what a night it's been so far at Millennium Pro Wrestling, MPW Turmoil, and we still have our main event coming up.
Well, tonight, my road back to the top of MPW didn't go my way. And when I went for the ropes, and my foot slipped, and everybody saw it, that Miggy Rose's foot slipped on the rope, and I ate J2's forearm, and he took home the victory. But regardless of that, Miggy Rose
oh, he's all about the moments. And when I went out there, oh, the moment just felt right. And I needed to challenge Eric Watts to a match. And that's exactly what I did. And when the bell rung, and I was calling you out, Eric, where were you? You were nowhere to be found. So the referee had to count to 10, awarding Miggy Rose the victory. And who else in NPW can say that they have a count-out victory against Eric Watts? Well, the only person who can also say that they were NPW champion for 511 days, and that's Miggy Rose.
Representing the Enterprise. With a combined weight of 532 pounds. The Frat Daddy, Cameron August. And the Sugar Daddy, Sweet Rabbit Shaw. Introducing their opponents from Moore Park, California. With a combined weight of 420 pounds, Danny Devine and Brendan Devine, the brothers Devine!
Invest in the enterprise! Check me.
Huge main event match here, Chris Kloss. We've got the Enterprise taking on the Brothers Divine in the first round of the tag team tournament. The winner of this match taking on Full Send for the MPW Tag Team Championships at the anniversary show in 2 weeks.
Unbelievable action we've seen so far tonight. Again, we've seen #1 contention matches for the tag team title, of course for the national title, but right now our main event, like you said, Dylan Cassiano, it's going to be our main event, one more contention match, and that is going to be for the tag team titles. I can't believe it. September 10th, we're going to crown the MPW Tag Team Championship. Now, both these guys, obviously, both these teams, I should say, were looking on very intently in the back of the monitor as well when they saw Full Send with that very impressive victory, advancing in the tournament.
Yeah, we talked about Full Send coming into this tournament with the most momentum. And the exact opposite is happening here in this match. The Enterprise and the Brothers Divine both have not tagged in Millennium Pro Wrestling for weeks.
Absolutely right. But right now, both these teams, I feel, have their work cut out for them. What a battle this should be. Again, we've seen so many competitors tonight showing just how bad they want it. The main event will be no exception, in my opinion, right here.
Yeah, Brothers Divine looking pretty impressive right now, but the rookie in this match, Cameron August, giving Brendan Divine an arm wringer of his own.
Absolutely right. What an opportunity for this young star to climb up to the ladder so fast. Like you said, the youngster, the rookie in professional wrestling, the newcomer. Oh, nice headlock takeover right there.
His first year in wrestling, and he's getting shown the ropes right now by Brendan Divine.
Brendan Divine with that side headlock applied right in the center of the ring. Gunning for those MPW Tag Team titles. Gunning to advance in the tournament.
Like we said before, all roads lead to our MPW anniversary show on September 10th.
Right here, Chatsworth, California. Titles on the line. Get here early that day. That's going to be a big one.
Yeah. Cameron August taking advantage of the rules here, hitting the ropes, and then giving Brendan Divine a little midsection kick.
Off the ropes now. Oh, what a shot that was.
Danny Divine showing Cameron August a kick of his own, taking it right to the jaw.
And did you see that quick, crisp double team? I mean, these guys, not only tag team champions, brothers, knowing each other like the backs of their own hands or each other's hands.
100% Chris Kloss. Like we talked about, Cameron August, the rookie in this match, less than a year in wrestling. That means the Enterprise, the rookie team in this match. The Brothers Divine have been teaming together since their debut.
And now Danny in the ring, tagging his brother Brendan here. Fundamentals in play right here, cutting that ring in half beautifully. Oh no, landing on his feet. Oh, what a lucky move that was.
And
wait
here
a minute.
Comes the big man.
Oh!
Huge clothesline. We've been talking about all night the weight advantage. Robin Shaw might be the combined weight of the Brothers Divine.
Just gonna say the exact same thing, Dylan Cassiano. Look at the size of this guy.
Oh, Brendan Divine able to use the momentum against Robin Shaw with a nice head scissors, tagging in his brother.
Nice double team right there. Brothers Divine, forearm shot by Danny. Big kick right to the side of the head from Brendan.
And here's that tag team offense. They need to keep up. Oh, huge suplex to Robin Shaw.
When is the last time Shaw's been suplexed at all? 1, 2. Oh, Shaw barely got the shoulder up. I don't think he knew what hit him right there.
No, big 2 count. And you got to wonder what kind of condition Shaw is coming into this match off of his huge, monstrous battle with Eric Watts last week.
Absolutely right. A lot going on for the career of sweet Robin Shaw, and of course, no exception today. Oh, look at that forearm shot.
Ooh, Brothers Divine going for that generational shift that they're known so well for, but Shaw able to single-handedly battle out of it.
Into the near side right there. Oh, Shaw having his way, and now it's time for the Enterprise for the double team attempt right here. Once again, wanting to advance in the tournament. Big double elbow, and down goes. Is that Danny? No, that's Brendan Divine.
Cameron August showing his very rookie mindset here, not hooking the leg of Brendan Divine right in the center of the ring. Nice neck breaker from Cameron August.
Reverse neck breaker, exactly right. Lateral press, only a 2 count again.
Once again, not hooking that leg, which you can't really do in matches like this. This main event pressure getting to Cameron August a little bit.
Well, like you said, he's a youngster in the business, and that's where the rookie versus the veteran comes into play right there. The fundamentals. Oh, nice senton. Off the ropes.
Cameron August rolling to the outside to grab a breather. Maybe coached from his veteran, Robin Shaw.
Look at this, wanting no more. Trying to take a break, perhaps.
Cameron August telling Brendan Devine he wants to fight him on the outside.
Well, you're not going to win. You're not going to advance in the tournament if you do that.
Yeah, that's not really the place that wrestling occurs. Cameron August running around.
Well, that's actually a
the ring.
good question. I know you can't win a title, but can you advance in the tournament in MPW with the count out? Oh my goodness,
Cameron
look at this.
August diving to the outside with the distraction from sweet Robin Shaw.
Out of nowhere, just coming out of the ring, and you got to give it up for him. We thought, look, he was taking a break on the outside. Psychological warfare once again being played right here, Dylan Cassiano.
Yeah, Cameron August using his instincts. Maybe he learned that from sweet Robin Shaw, his tag team partner, able to take advantage, and now he's on top of Brendan Devine right in the center of the ring.
Fundamentals coming into play, shifting into a side headlock now. Brendan getting up to his feet, fighting now. Oh, look at that. Forearm shot to the back. Stopping the counter there from one half of Brothers Divine.
And keeping Brendan secluded in their corner. Now sweet Robin Shaw with a huge shot to Danny Devine, knocking him off.
Oh,
no! And crushing Brendan Devine in his corner.
All that weight with the momentum coming from the far side right in front of us here. Look at the face. Look at the intensity.
Victor Fuentes making sure that choke doesn't go on for more than 5 seconds. The Enterprise said it at the beginning of this match. They're going to the top, and it looks that way right now, Chris.
The Enterprise having their way with both Brothers Divine. Danny finally on the outside of the ring, getting to the floor. Huge chop.
Those heavy hands of Robin Shaw coming into play in this match. Ooh, Brendan able to duck out of the way. Robin Shaw cutting him off before he can get to his brother in the corner.
Those heavy everythings from sweet Robin Shaw.
Oh, now trying to crush Brendan Devine's head.
That's right. Tribute to the late, great Brian Adams here.
Brendan looks like he's fading.
Sure does. Do you blame him?
Ooh, going after the foot of Robin Shaw. Robin making sure there is no one for Brendan to tag in the corner.
Uh-oh, look at this.
Oh, going for sunset.
Oh my goodness! Oh, the weight! Just right on that chest cavity. How the hell did he kick out of that?
Victor Fuentes kind of slow to get the count there. Shaw yelling at him, and that's why you don't try to sunset flip sweet Robin Shaw.
Or pretty much do anything. Body slam, you name it.
Yeah, the minute you find yourself under the big man, you're gonna have a bad time.
The only time we saw that, Dylan Cassiano, was in the beginning with that double team suplex. But even that took a lot out of both men to get the big man over. And once again, cutting the ring in half beautifully right here, the Enterprise.
Absolutely. Cameron August in the ring now for the Enterprise. Brendan Devine has to find some way to make it to his brother. He's fighting back right now. Let's see if he can make it. Ooh, Cameron August with an enziguri.
Beautiful standing enziguri from the youngster. Like you said.
And here we go, the lackadaisical pin again from Cameron August.
Unbelievable. He's doing so many other things. The psychological warfare. Oh, jawbreaker right there. Cutting the ring in half, but hooking the legs.
Ooh, Shaw going down off the apron.
And there is action. Oh my goodness!
Cameron August diving out of the ring onto his own tag team partner.
What a smart move that was on the part of Brendan Devine. Desperation getting out of the way.
Absolutely bypassing Cameron August, and now he needs to make a tag to his brother. Danny Devine on the corner begging for it.
And there it is!
And he is! Danny Devine over the ropes, taking the head off of Cameron August. Just an absolute locomotive of steam.
Waiting for so long.
Oh my power
goodness.
slam.
Beautiful spinning power slam. Up and over, plancha.
Jumping out onto the big man Robin Shaw. Danny Devine is on fire right now.
And how bad does this guy want it? How bad does he want to advance in the tournament?
The Brothers Devine want to be tag team champions of MPW. Shot to the midsection of Cameron August. Huge cutter in the middle of the ring.
Oh, nicely done
Danny
indeed.
Devine, is that going to be it?
Oh, only two right there. Was that one or two? Nonetheless, the match continues as we await the number one contender to see who will face Full Send on September 10th for the MPW World Tag Team Championship.
Absolutely, Danny Devine going for that curb stop. Cameron August getting out of the way.
Oh!
Huge super kick to Danny Devine.
Did you hear that?
And now Danny Devine is in Enterprise Street. This is not where you want to be if you're part of the Brothers Divine right now. Huge chop by Robin Shaw. Shaw going for that sweet embrace.
Oh, back to, oh!
That's that Union Buster from the Enterprise.
1, 2, and that's it. It's all.
Brendan Devine saving it for his team. The Brothers Divine are still in this tag team matchup.
And I think you said it exactly right, Dylan Cassiano, saving his team, because I think that would have been it right there.
Absolutely. Brendan Devine getting Cameron August out of the ring. Ducking. Oh, it didn't work twice. Shaw went for that at the beginning of the match. Taking down the big man at the knees. And a huge double knee to Robin Shaw.
What a beautiful double team scenario we saw right there. Continuing to see double curb stomp.
Huge double curb stomp from the Brothers Divine. If they can get Shaw over, this might be it.
1, 2, wait a minute.
Cameron August from the top rope with a huge swanton onto the back of Danny Devine, barely saving it for the Enterprise.
Unbelievable action.
Now both men are down. Danny needs to get to the corner to Brendan. Big Robin Shaw needs to get to Cameron August.
And listen to the fans solely in the corner of the Brothers Divine, wanting to see them advance to the anniversary show September 10th.
Cameron August in first.
And there it is.
Brendan Devine in now. Brendan Devine ducking the clothesline. Left on red. Ooh, escapes it. Oh, huge super kick by Danny Devine.
Bill Nelson.
The generational shift. There it is. The generational shift for the Brothers Divine, and Danny Devine taking out Robin Shaw on the outside.
Inside the ring, Brendan with the pin, 1, 2. That's it, it's over.
Brothers Divine advanced in the Tag Team Tournament. They're facing Full Send for the MPW Tag Team Championships in 2 weeks at the anniversary show.
What a night of action. And what a win.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners. The Brothers Divine!
2 weeks away, September 10th, the MPW anniversary show. The Brothers Divine take on Full Send for the MPW Tag Team Championships.
And Dylan Cassiano, we're talking. Wait, what the hell is this?
There they are. Their opponents in 2 weeks, Full Send, coming off a big match earlier tonight as well.
What the? Look at this! Look at this! What a match this is going to be!
I get it. We came out to you guys. You want to come face to face with the future tag team champs.
No. We are the future MPW Tag Team Champions.
Hey, I guess we'll find out September 10th.
I guess September 10th? Let's do it.
Whoa. Tension between our two teams here.
It's because he's scared.
That's how it's going to be?
Hey, you want to make the match interesting? That's how you do it. Now get out. This is the Divine Brothers Ring. MPW is our place. Yeah! With all the believers, baby.
We'll let you guys have your moment.
Thanks.
We're going to have our moment September 10th. Full Send's the future.
You heard Dustin Daniels right there. We're going to have our moment September 10th. And we talked about it basically all night long, Bill.
That's right.
It's going to be for the tag team titles in 2 weeks at the anniversary show.
I already know your partner can back him up.
Okay.
Why don't you go one-on-one with Flame Brother next week?
One-on-one with Brendan?
Yeah, one-on-one.
Wait a minute. Danny Devine throwing around the challenge for next week.
You tell me
Next week?
What?
Hey, Lucio. I don't make the matches in MPW. The fans make the matches. Do you want to see
Now that's
everybody?
true. Now that is the truest statement I've heard all night.
Brendan Devine hitting it right on the money. The fans make the matches, and the fans sound like they want to see this match next week.
Lucio, I have no problem squashing you next week before I win my titles.
We may have a non-title match between these two next week.
There we go. Knock down the Enterprise. Round 1 completed. We are moving towards the anniversary show for the Tag Team Championships. The Brothers Divine taking on the Rookies, Full Send. Brandon, come on, get off the phone. We talking. We gotta talk about this match. We gotta hype this match. We're wrestling Full Send match. We're wrestling Full Send. Look, Full Send. You guys, you're new, you're flashy, you're exciting. Everyone loves it. They chant your name. Busio, Dustin, they love it. Yeah. But like, come on, man. I don't want to be that guy, but Dustin, Busio, the Brothers Divine hold MPW up. That's true. We are the backbone, and to be honest, it's a travesty that we haven't been the tag champs before. Really? So come September 10th, it's a no-brainer. And come next week, Busio, you're gonna see it. So I'm gonna, can I throw back to your phone? I'll go back to your phone. We'll worry about it later. Yeah.